Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Does Boxing. Back with a live stream. Salute to everybody coming through the building. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. This is live right here. We're gonna talk about this fight week, May the 7th, May the 8th. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it, break down the cards and stuff like that. So feel free to drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get right to it. My man Conan Local Sports in the building. Salute, bro. Salute to you. What's good with you? Lala D in the building. What's good? One time at work. Okay, you just listen. Okay, appreciate it. Thanks for coming through, Lala. So, I mean, we got a big fight card, but it's not really a big fight week. Far as cards, you know what I'm saying? We know, of course, we got Canelo, Billy Joe, but that's really all, really. So we're gonna talk about it though. Break it down. So some little small cards. Okay, starting on May the 7th, you got Magomed Kambanov versus Liam Smith. Now, this is a good fight. It's 154 pounds. They got a WO international title on the line, which is the second, rated belt in the WO sanction body. So that probably make the guy number one or whatever, or the mandatory. But this is a good fight. Kambanov is 21-0 with like 14 knockouts. He from Russia. He fights in the Philly shell. You know what I'm saying? He's a young guy. He's good though. He's durable. This is probably his biggest test right here. He beat Diego Chavez, but Diego Chavez is past it. We all know Chavez got stopped by Keith Thurman and Jamal James and stuff like that. But he beat him. That's his best win. And this fight right here with Liam Smith it's a big step up, in my opinion. Liam Smith is always a good fringe contender, you know what I'm saying, former world champion at 154 pounds. Come to fight, he a good body puncher. And this gonna make for a good clash because both guys gonna come to fight. But Karbalov is more so in the Philly shell. He's gonna be trying to pot shot and counter punch. And then Liam Smith is gonna be on the front foot, trying to be the aggressor, working to the body, using his jab and stuff like that. So this is a good fight, man. This is a good fight. This is a road trip for Liam Smith. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna perform well. He's 29-2. He lost to Munguia and Canelo. So that just tells you. But his best wins, he really don't have a lot of like his best wins probably Leon Williams. And we seen him versus Demetrius Andrade a couple weeks ago. So this is a good fight though. Good 50-50 fight. This is gonna be on the zone. So it's gonna be early in the morning. Probably like so Friday morning, the telecast might start like 9 o'clock. Well, West Coast is gonna start like 9 o'clock, so maybe like 12 o'clock on the East Coast, something like that. So, if I find out anything, I'll drop it on my social media. Let me put that across the screen right there. Y'all can find me on Twitter and Instagram, or I put it on my community tab. But it should be an early morning. Keyshawn, yeah, they both on the card. Yep, Keyshawn and his brother. Yep, It's gonna be his third fight. His brother's second fight. Yep, I'm talking about that. What's up, David? Salute, bro. He got Smith. Oh, that's okay. Hey, I'm not even mad with that pick. You know what I'm saying? That's a good pick. What's good, Rob 87? Salute. Um, I like Karbanov, but I can see Smith. It's 50-50. Honestly, it's 50-50. I can see him winning. He said, "How was the fight, sale, Dub? We all have to link up one fight one of these days." Yes, sir. Oh man, it was crazy. And I went to Louise Areola. It was crazy. The card. I like the card. You know what I'm saying? It was some fun fights. Um, the Lara knockout was crazy. That was legit. So if you hear anybody talking about that was a fake KO. Nah. When I saw it when it happened, you heard two shots. You heard the shot that he hit him with the left hand, and then you heard Lamanna's head hitting the canvas, and he was out. If he wasn't gonna be out from the shot, he was definitely gonna be out from the his head hitting the back of his head hitting the canvas. So that was crazy. Ramirez looked good. Jesus Ramos, he got tested. He put on a nice performance. Abel, he had the best performance of the night. I mean, he broke Figueroa down. And when Andy came, Andy had the crowd. They came to see Andy. He had a lot of support in there. So if that was like a full capacity, that shit would have been sold out. Areola, you know what I'm saying? He fought well, in the first half of the fight. And You know what I'm saying? It was entertaining, man. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? Who else I'm missing? Fundor is crazy to watch live. He crazy. Like he's so tall and lanky and that fight was crazy too. So it was a fun night of fights. And of course the guys in the crowd was getting it in. It was like it was like 3 or 4 fights that night. It was wild. Let me see what else happened that night. I seen Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, a lot of the fans was running to him. Caleb Plant, Danny Garcia, who else? Luis Ortiz was up in there. I seen Rowley. So there's a lot of people there, but it was like at the bottom though. But it was cracking though. It was cracking. Listen, I'm down to link up. Oh yeah, let's do it, yo. I'm going to the undisputed fight May 22nd in Vegas. So yes, sir. Oh yeah, what my man said. He said, yeah, man, we got to. Oh yeah, I gotta just make some adjustments with my schedule. I gotta get out there to Florida too. He said cornflake. He did not belong. Nah, he didn't belong in there. Yeah, Figueroa looked crazy. I knew. Look, when he came back to the corner after the 6th round, I was like, he about to quit. He about to quit because I don't know if y'all could see it, but he was like bending down and he was laboring a lot. I was like, nah, bro, he about to quit. And then I was looking at my phone, and all of a sudden they waved it off. I was like, yes, sir, yes, sir. The Andy looked terrible. I don't know about that. See, I don't know. He looked terrible. The first round, he looked good. Like he was, his upper body movement was straight. His hand speed is always gonna be there. He got clipped with a shot in the second round. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I like what he did the rest of the fight. I won't say he looked terrible, but I respect your opinion. But I thought he got back in the fight using the jab to the body, and Areola, he hurt his shoulder, so he really couldn't do much. So I thought I scored the 8 rounds to 4 though. You know what I'm saying? But he clearly won. But I feel you. Maybe you thinking about he looked terrible compared to the top heavyweight guys. So yeah, just don't stand up in front of Kano. Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. That job was fun though. Yeah, they was getting it in, la la. Let me tell you, they was getting it in. I thought that shit was gonna spread to my section, but yeah, it started. It started around the Jesus Ramos fight. I think Molina's people was getting it in. Like, a bunch of his people was, they was going back and forth with some fans, and then all you seen was Team Molina. So it was them getting it in. Yeah, it was crazy though. It was fun though. Who you think Danny Garcia gonna fight next at 154? I think he gonna fight a low level guy, somebody like Brian Mendoza, Wale Asamoto, something like that. Somebody that we don't really know. He ain't fighting no top guy. Um, yeah, somebody like that to get his feet wet. Just think about Danny's career. How many times Danny, since 2013, when he fought Matisse, when he fought that year, he fought Zab, Matisse. How many times did he fought tough fights back to back since 2013? Not never. He'll fight a tough fight, easy fight, tough fight, easy fight. Then he'll fight easy, easy, tough. So I don't expect him to jump to 54 and fight a top guy. I like to see him fight Jesse Vargas though. I think that's a good fight for him. Yeah, it was crazy in there. Andy and Wilder, Andy Ortiz. Yeah, I think Luis Ortiz was there. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Andy and Wilder would sell out the Staples Center in LA. I think Andy and Ortiz would sell out where we was at in Carson. But yeah, Andy got a nice following now. It was for him. So yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, man, if y'all guys can remember to get up or maybe watch it on the playback, this fight right here gonna be pretty good though. And I think the winner might be the mandatory for Castano. He about to fight Charlo. So yeah, this is a pretty good fight though. All right, so we got another I got a low level card right here. I just want to touch on this card is from Philly. You know what I'm saying? Philly is like the only city on the East Coast that been putting on shows consistently. RDR Promotions, they be getting it in. Y'all go follow them on Instagram, stuff like that. But they got some nice prospects on the card. You got Rasheem Jefferson, tall southpaw featherweight. He's on the card. He undefeated. Donald Smith, Shenard Bunch. This will be Shenard Bunch 5th fight in 2021. That dude been fighting his ass off this year. And he got another fight scheduled next week on Christy Martin's card in Florida. So Shenard Bunch be getting it in. And then it's a nice little show. Bruce Ennis, he commentated the last card they had, April the 3rd. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a pretty good show, man. It's a small promotion out of Philly. They doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? They the only ones on the East Coast getting it in. So if I have a link for that, I'll drop it. Those one of those I gotta find a link. But yeah, man, I like to support these cards though when I can. So that's what it is. What's up, Andre? Salute, bro. What's up, everyone? What's going on with you, bro? Yes, sir. All right, we're gonna move on to the big card. So Canelo versus Billy Joe fight week. You know what I'm saying? 3-belt unification. You got some okay fights. It's not really a crazy undercard, but I'm gonna talk about it. You got the Davis boys out of Virginia, you know what I'm saying? You got Keyshawn and his brother. They on the card. They fought his brother made his pro debut. Well, you know, Keyshawn, he's a highly touted prospect. His brother Kelvin made his debut on Ring City. That was in December. He a tall southpaw that like the box. He facing a guy 8-2 with like 7 knockouts. So I don't know. We gotta see how the matchmaking look, but he looked all right. You know what I'm saying? He's not as crisp and sharp as his younger brother Keyshawn, but you know what I'm saying Keyshawn is looking like one of the next top young prospects on the rise. So Keyshawn looked good his 2 fights, and he's been fighting on some notable cards. He fought on Canelo's card in February, and he fought in Dubai. That's a good experience. He fought on the Heron Frampton card. He looked good in that fight. And this card right here, he's facing a taller guy, so he getting different type of opponents. Jose Mesa, he fighting him. He like 6-4. So Keyshawn is definitely on the rise, and I expect him to win and be right back on somebody else's card next month. So he can, the way he going, he can have about 10 or 11 fights this year. And if you're going to fight that competition he been fighting, you might as well get it in. You might as well. He should be 11-0 by the end of the year. He should be 11-0. It's an interesting card, but to be frank, I was expecting a better one, but it's okay. Yeah, a couple of things happened with this card. Well, Amo's supposed to be on this card, so you know what's going on with him. If you follow him, he having some mental issues. So I hope he, get through everything. He was supposed to be on this card and step up. You were supposed to have the rematch for the vacant IBF title. Kid Galahad versus Jazzy Dickens supposed to be on this card, but they had some visa issues. A couple of other fights supposed to be on this card. Supposed to have JC Martinez on this card, but his hand not healed from when he broke his hand in the bubble. So that's why you're getting what you're getting. So it is what it is. Michael James 616 in the building. Salute, bro. What's good with you? Cause I remember that dude, yeah, back in the day. Yeah, Nagy Aguilera. Yes, sir. What's up, JC? Salute. So then you got another young prospect who's been looking decent. Mark Castro, he's on the card. Who else? You got a nice little middleweight fight. Well, 154, Conway versus Sawoko. Sawoko is he's managed by AJ. You know what I'm saying? This is a good little fight though. They got a WA title on the line. Frank Sanchez versus Nagy Aguilera. This can be a fun fight. Nagy Aguilera always come to fight. You know what I'm saying? I remember when he stopped my man in the first round, Oleg Moskayev. He stopped him in the first round, and then he was fighting for like a title eliminator versus Samuel Peter. Then he got stopped. So he a journeyman. I think Tarver beat him, and he a journeyman. You know what I'm saying? Frank Sanchez should be able to do good with him. I like to see some cleaner work from Frank Sanchez. Sometimes he kind of like he want to be a boxer, then he want to be an aggressive guy. So he had a crazy knockout in his last fight on Canelo's undercard in December when he knocked dude out the ring. So I expect him to get a knockout victory. The co-main event, you got Soto versus Takayama. Takayama, all right though. He's a three-time champion, 105 pounds. The small weights don't get no love like that. but he won 3 titles in that division. He retired for like 4 years or something like that. He was inactive, and then he came back, had a little win. He crafted. You look at his record, you be like, he trash. He's like 32-8, but he a tough, rugged guy. I believe he's like 37, 38, but he gonna come to fight though. Those Japanese fighters come to fight. But Soto he's nice. He's a WO champion from Mexico. He's nice. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been looking like he got potential to be better than what he is. But his last performance, he didn't really look that great. He looked alright. He didn't look that great. He looked good when he won the title from Angel Acosta for Puerto Rico. That was a good performance. And he just signed with Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn has a number one 108-pound fighter, Kawaguchi, who's a WA champion. So with a win this weekend, he can unify with Kawaguchi. That'd be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Terry Smoot Jr. in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. He said Aguilera from the DR. Yeah, he's from the DR. Yeah. He gonna come to fight now. He gonna come to fight. I'm rooting for Billy to be juiced up to the core. We'll see. That's a tough task. So the main event, let's talk about it. There's a lot of stuff going on with this. That's the wrong one. Hold on. Let me get myself together. There you go. So Canelo versus Billy Joe. You got the 3 titles on the line. You got the WC, WA, and the WO on the line. They're supposed to be fighting in front of a big crowd in Dallas, Texas. They're talking about 70,000. So should be a nice little experience for the fans and stuff like that. As far as the breakdown, now Billy Joe is a slick boxer. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's not like a runner. He's a boxer. He know how to use the ring. He can use the whole ring if he wants to, or he can just stand in the middle and just make you miss. He has not been sharp as of late. You know what I'm saying? He like his last fight with Martin. He was Martin Murray. He was decent. I thought he started off good, and he got tired. The fight he had on the YouTube on the card against a kid from Argentina, he was losing that fight. He looked very sluggish. So I'm thinking at 68, he don't have the same legs that he had at 60. So, but he is the type of guy that seemed to want to fight better with better competition. So I think he'll be up for this fight. He said 70K. Damn, yeah. Man, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, you got masked up, bro, for real. Keep that hand sanitizer on deck. He said Lemieux, he was on them the nose clamps. Yeah. So that's always gonna be, in the back of your mind. Is he clean, or was he ever clean in those great performances he had with Lemieux? That was his best performance. I mean, that was a perfect performance. But Billy Joe can fight. I think he got to be a little bit more. He said he got Canelo by KO. Billy Joe has to be a little bit more aggressive in this fight, in my opinion. He can do some things to Canelo. He got to have some good foot movement. He said, what's your prediction? I got Canelo by decision. That's my prediction. But I think Billy Joe can make it interesting early. You know what I'm saying? If he waiting too long for Canelo, he can't play that game. I think he gotta be a little bit aggressive and let his hands go. He got decent hand speed. He gotta get them angles, let his hands go. If he can push Canelo back a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I think Canelo is just so good right now. He in his prime. It's gonna be hard to beat him. You know what I'm saying? I see straight right hands down the pipe, gonna get this man. But I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be a better fight than what people are expecting. I hear you, Billy Joe is threatening to pull out. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, he talking about the money and Eddie Hearn not supporting him. So, hey, I doubt it though. You know what I'm saying? I doubt it. That's too much money to be thrown down the drain. You know what I'm saying? If he pull out a fight like this of this magnitude, he would be blackballed from the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? He'd be blackballed. So I hear him talking. Maybe he bluffing. Maybe he gonna get his way at the end of the day. But I doubt if he pull out. Too much at stake. You know what I'm saying? Too much at stake. And he should know this. Going into a fight with Canelo, you already know what it is. So it is what it is. I think Canelo going to put the pressure on. I think I can see him doing it in spots. Billy Joe is kind of good with the pressure. They don't really phase him. The thing I think going to get to Billy Joe when he waiting too long for Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Canelo just going to, I think, going to pick him apart and break him down easily. If Billy Joe stand in a stationary target, Canelo going to beat up on his body, and he could stop him late. You know what I'm saying? But and I think Canelo want to prove a point because we all know the stigma is like he can't deal with boxers and movers. He won't be able to push Canelo with the pillow fist. I mean, he's physically strong, so kind of like that's what he can get the angle. When you get the angle on a fighter, you can have him on the back foot in certain instances, especially like in the clinch. He can turn and have his back towards the ropes. It depends. Billy Joe got good angles and he crafty, so I ain't talking about like walking, with your hands with the high guard and pushing Canelo back like that, but kind of like with your footwork and kind of get them in awkward angles. So yeah, but yeah, he ain't really punching that hard. I mean, he got decent power, but he ain't gonna do nothing to hurt Canelo, in my opinion. It's a lot of games being played. I hear her selling out. Hey, it is what it is, bro. You gotta do what you do to get the fight. You know what I'm saying? The A side, the cash cow always had those privileges, so it is what it is. Billy Joe will fight. He ain't letting the bag go. Yeah, he ain't letting that shit go. What's up, A Rod? Salute, bro. Salute. Yeah, he ain't letting it go. He said I know Billy Joe, he probably is bluffing, making all the excuses. So yeah, making the excuses now. So if he have a close decision loss, that he can say he won if it wasn't for this. I see what you're saying, but on standby, let me see. So we'll see, man. I like Canelo. I think Canelo got the faster hands. He been in this stage. He been at this level for a long time. So none of that shit gonna affect him. Will it affect Billy Joe? I don't think it will so much. You know what I'm saying? But I just think he's gonna be waiting for Canelo. I see the fight, him standing in front of Canelo, throwing all the weak jab, and I can see Canelo countering that shit or throwing a hook, something like that, and get the ball rolling, maybe hurt him a couple times. And I think if Canelo hurt him early, then he gonna be on that bike. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna sit there and try to exchange with Canelo. So yeah, man, I like the fight though. I think it'll be better than what I expect. I think Billy Joe gonna come to fight though at the end of all this shit right here. But I expect Canelo to win, and I expect Canelo to move on to Caleb Plant in September. I hear a lot of people talking about that shit out there now. I seen the promote. They showed the promo of the Canelo Billy Joe Saunders fight on Fox. You know what I'm saying? I seen it when I was at the food court. I get something to eat. They showed Canelo and Billy Joe. I was like, okay. So you already know. And then Caleb Plant was talking to the desk. They was interviewing Caleb Plant. So they already building this fight up. Billy Joe, flabby to the body. He could kill L Dub. I mean, I seen him. He flabby in the body. I seen him. He don't look flabby right now, but I feel what you're saying. His last fight he did, but we'll see. I think the footwork gonna give him some problems early. He said Reynoso said after Plant, brother BF. Okay, that's what's up. I think they should wait. I think they should. Oh no. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Brad BF supposed to fight Joe Smith like in the fall sometime, so he get those 3 belts. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. But me personally, I think Canelo fighting. I think he going to the UK in December. He going to the UK in December, or he might steal Murata from Triple G. One or the other. I think gonna fight the. Me personally, I think gonna fight the WO mandatory from the UK, Zach Parker. That's what I think gonna fight. I could be wrong, but hey, if they open up 100% and he can get Wembley in December with like 90,000. Canelo going over there, bro. It don't matter the opponent because the fans will go crazy for Canelo over there. He said, honestly, I think Canelo win by UD. Yeah, I think so too. I'm saying something like 9-3, 8-4, something similar to the Austin Trout fight. But I think Canelo is better equipped to deal with those fighters now. She said, "I'm back. My phone died. Oh, it's all good. Your phone died. It's all good." Canelo going to spike spike them tires and the bite ain't going nowhere. Okay, that's a good game plan to go to the body early, slow him down, make him a stationary target. That makes sense. Yeah, I went to it, man. It was crazy. I had a good time. A lot of good fights, a lot of fun fights, crazy fights in the stands. Yeah, it was crazy. It was popping though. They got two more fights out there. They got one on the 15th, Neri versus Figueroa. That's a good fight. And then the 29th, you got Donaire versus Obali. So yeah, it's all right. They need some more securities though, because that fight, that big fight that y'all probably seen, that shit started like going into the fourth round, right? They was in the corner. Ruiz and Areola, they was in the corner. It lasted maybe like halfway through the corner instruction, all the way to the end of the round, bruh. And security still ain't got there. So 3 minutes, about 3.5 minutes, they was banging. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. They was banging. All right. He said he did. Yeah, I did. He said round 10 TKO. Okay. The atmosphere looked crazy at the fight. Don't forget, they was throwing hands. They was getting it in. They was getting it in for sure. He said, "Man, what's up with man? I don't know what he was doing. The first round, he started off okay. Then Abel Ramos just started picking him apart. See, Abel Ramos is the type of guy that like to keep his hands in his pocket like AB. You know what I'm saying? He got power. Like, you know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis could tell you, even though Regis beat him and stopped him. But everybody that fought him, even the Ugas fight, he had Ugas hurt. But when he let his hands go, he was a different fighter. And that's what he was doing. But he wasn't loading up on his shots. He was picking and poking. And he was breaking my man down, yo. He beat him up something crazy. Yeah, mad beef in the crowd. Yeah, they was going ham in there. The other Figueroa got demolished. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what the little brother gonna do. So you heard yeah, I heard that. That was crazy. Yo, Areola funny though. Um he look he I mean Ruiz look kind of short in the ring. He's stocky, short. Areola is taller, of course, but Areola didn't look like he was 228. He looked like he was more so 250. But he was quicker than what I expected. He just stayed behind the high guard too much. And I thought in the second round, when he dropped him, I thought he had a chance. But in the third round, he hurt him. And I'm thinking, yo, jump on him. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I jumped out my seat like, yo, jump on him. But you know what I'm saying? He kind of went, he didn't take advantage of it. But the hand speed, Andy hand speed, nice though. His hand speed, nice. Omar take too many shots. Yeah, too many shots. His defense is trash. He said they always banging at Home Depot and Staples. Yeah, they bang. They was getting it in. It was like all you smell was Modelo's and marijuana, yo, all over the the junk. It was wild. Areola is no pushover. Been saying that for a minute. Yeah, he ain't no pushover. I knew he was gonna come to win because he knew this was his last opportunity. But yeah, I want to see Ramos. Yeah, I think that's next, bro. I think that's next. Stan Young's number one in the WBA. I think that's next. Delusional fanboys saying Andy was going to KO Areola within 5. Yeah, I didn't think so. I thought he was going to win, but not. I didn't think he was going to stop Areola. Ramos would give Boots. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. But see, that's the thing. He gotta let his hands go. He can't let Boots because Boots start off the fight. He don't do no filling out rounds. He goes straight to you. And Boots overwhelm you. And if he's not letting his hands go to make Boots think about anything, he gonna run through him. We keep it 100. They say you think Areola gets another fight? Yeah, he don't get another fight. I think he should get another. He should get a swan song. Yeah, he should get one more fight. You and call it a day. I would put him in against Negron. Negron fought that night. I watched him. That fight. That fight was boring. Negron tall and slow. He can beat him. Like he should have one fight for his fans, and that's it. And then call it a day. But he might get some opportunities though if he gonna come in shape like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Joe Goosen. he did what he did good with Chris. He did good with him. He Chris did a mistake keeping Henry Ramirez as a trainer. Yeah, I thought it was about time because Ariola had the same issues that Ruiz have. It was all about the weight. He was always saying, "Man, this is my best camp. I'm gonna come in at 240," and then he get on the scale, he 256. So yeah, man. They said Ramos could hurt Boots. Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could. It's just once Boots get that head of steam, bro, it's like, damn, how you gonna stop it? Like he come at you and he putting all that athleticism and power and speed on you, switching back and forth. Like what you like? I don't know. That's a tough fight. He said Wilder didn't stop Areola, but people expected Ruiz to. Yeah, okay. I mean, Wilder stopped. He stopped him, but it wasn't like a clean knockout. He hurt him a couple times. I felt like Wilder in that fight, if he wouldn't have got hurt, I think he probably would have stopped him earlier. But yeah, I see what you're saying. What's up, Joe? Salute, salute. So yeah, man, I expect Canelo to get this victory and move on to September and fight Caleb Plant. I know a lot of people don't think he gonna. A lot of people don't think Plant gonna take the fight, but I think he will. And yeah, it seems like everybody got Canelo winning, so we'll see. He said, and did you see Jesus Ramos calling out? Yeah, he called him out. I seen Ugas in the crowd too. Yeah, now I think Jesus Ramos need probably another couple fights. He ain't that far from being a top contender though. He said Wilder KO'd that boy. He said Andy's upper body movement was pretty good. He needs to work more. He needs more work though. Yeah, he need more work. I like what he was saying. He want to get back in the ring, like you know, like 2 months. That's what's up. I think he I think he should try to get a fight in the summer. You know what I'm saying? But him and Wilder, that shit would sell out the Staples Center. For real. If you can get the full capacity, that would sell out. Because they was there for Andy though, for real. If Wilder is anything like he once was, I think he sleeps with Wiz. See, that's the thing. The matchup, I think Wilder fights better against guys that's shorter than him. You know what I'm saying? The only he gonna have issues with Andy's hand speed though. I will say that if he try to sit and trade, everybody gonna have trouble with that. But if Wilder's jab is snappy, if Wilder had the bounce like he had in Stavern too, then he gonna stop Andy in the mid rounds. You know what I'm saying? Being light on his feet, having that jab, and being able to throw that right hand from different angles. Look, when Areola hit him with that right hand, that was an awkward angle. So I was thinking like, okay, well, Wilder had that shot. He might get up, but he'll be more hurt than that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be aware of Andy's hand speed and his body shots. You know what I'm saying? Andy got heavy hands too. So Ruiz and Ruiz and Ortiz. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. I kind of favor Ortiz in that fight only because I don't think Andy would throw that many punches with a guy that's always in good position and a good counter puncher, and he throw with power. So I think Andy probably slow down his work rate. He'll have to kind of think a little bit more. Maybe he can get Ortiz to exchange with him, but you know what I'm saying, that gonna be a tough fight for Andy. You know what I'm saying? And Ortiz know how to use his feet. So Ortiz got good legs too. I know he's 42, but he got good legs. I don't know why people say Andy Chan sus. He got hit with on a temper shot. Yeah, I know he got a good chin. I think he kind of walked into that right hand though. He said then Wilder. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Wow, I like that fight. That's a good fight. Now I don't know about that fight. I don't know about that one. I doubt that one happened. Lucha Natural in the building. What's good? He said no, no. Yeah, yeah. Wilder Ruiz, not Wilder Ortiz. Nah, we ain't gonna see that no more. He said Ortiz power. He just got too comfortable sometimes. Yeah, he can all box anybody, but you know, Wilder kind of set him up in that second fight though. He walked into a trap. So all these dudes heavyweight have respectable power. Yeah. hmm Yeah, that's facts. So yeah, we'll see though. He said, "Did you hear the news? Bomac said Bud considering retirement." I seen the live stream yesterday by by Bernie. I watched it. I seen it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? If he do, you know what I'm saying? Bud, he comes off as a stubborn type dude. So if he ain't getting his way or shit ain't going his way, he seemed like a type of dude be like, I'm good anyway. I just go chill with my family and just I can see Bud being a hell of a coach. And you know, I don't know, man. It's a crazy situation because you want to see Bud fight the best guys, and he's just not in the position to. And then that's what it is. It's not that he's ducking or he's scared or anything like that. You know, it's just some people probably just get tired of the business. So I can see it. He's getting old and still doesn't have a legacy fight. I mean, at the end of the day, don't nobody really have a legacy fight though, except for sure Wilder. No, not one. No, not even Wilder. AJ got one with Vlad. Ortiz got one with Vlad. Well, actually, Wilder do got a legacy fight though with Fury. Fury's legacy fight is Wilder. No matter how much people put down Wilder, nobody was nobody was like if he was so trash, then him beating Wilder wouldn't put him in the pound for pound. It just say, oh, that's just you just beat the guy you're supposed to beat. A lot of these guys out here don't got no, even people in the welterweight division, they don't got no legacy fight. Sean Porter not no legacy fight. You know what I'm saying? He's a good top guy. Even Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia in the top welterweight like that. 140 he was nice, but 147. I mean he didn't really do much. Keith Thurman, you know, yeah. So you can say that about everybody, in my opinion, because a lot of guys don't got a legacy fight because these guys not trying to fight each other right now. They trying, Billy Joe complain. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. We'll see. I don't think he gonna pull out. He said he need that career. Man, I think he good. Honestly, I think he good because excuse me, but the reason why he's not getting those fights is really not his fault though. A lot of people want to put it on him because they don't like him or whatever, or they, got to fit a narrative. But if you look at it, it's really not. It's really not on him, honestly. So it is what it is. He'll still go down as one of the best fighters in the era right now. And you know, the thing what made Bud good and a lot of other guys. This how you know they really good is when the other fighters talk about how good they are. But we'll see. I don't think he's gonna retire right now because I just see him being too competitive. But we'll see though. We'll see. He said, "Do you think Bud?" Um, I think Bud would box more. I think you'll see more of his tool bag, far as a boxer at 154. He'll have to like be careful up there because those guys is cracking hard and they some big guys. They probably walking around at like 180, 190, getting down to 154. So I think he'll box more. And you have to pull out that bag right there. He can't sit and trade like he's doing now, or not too much. That wasn't no legacy fight. I mean, it was in a sense because you know, even though Fury beat him, then that name Klitschko that ruled the division for so long, that was his legacy. That's what put See, that's what put AJ over as the top guy in the division. That fight right there, and that's when his star power went crazy. So if you look at it in that sense, then yeah, he was off for 2 years. He was gonna fight. Yeah, I remember that. They was in that little tournament thing they had. But yeah, now I think it was his legacy fight because look how much clout AJ got off of that. He said, Earl Spence team not confident in him like the fanboys. I don't know. We say Bud versus Jamal would be a wow. Man, you mean Jamel? Shit. That's a tough fight for Bud. I think he can have some success, but he have to be boxing and he have to be real smart in that fight. Because Jamel, he's a good counterpuncher. He'll sit down with you and you're not gonna hurt him. He got a good chin and he's tough and durable, got a good engine. That's a tough fight for Bud. I favor Jamel. I'm being 100. Is there any news? Lemieux fighting? Yeah, he's fighting June the 5th in Mexico. Yep, I just seen a reschedule. June the 5th. Nobody wants to see email champion Ugas. Yeah, I want to see that shit, but I feel what you're saying. Ain't nobody asking for that fight. If it want the belt on the line, nobody really want to see it. But it is what it is. I wish Vitaly would have gave Wilder a chance. Vitaly, yeah, well, he retired. Yeah, he retired around that time. Yeah, I think I got Bud. You got Bud. Okay, Bud against Mel or Bud against no Bud against Mel. I don't know. That's a tough fight for Bud. I would want him to win, but that's a tough fight. Bud going to fight careful at 54, like someone how Laura did. Yeah, I can see that. He should. I mean, yeah, Bud be small as hell at 154. Damn. But yeah, that I mean, I think he can do it though because he's smart. I think Fandor is ready for a top 10. Yeah, Fandor. Yeah, he ready. I like to see Fandor in there with Goucher. Like, I still want him to get some more fights in. I like a fight with Goucher. Goucher, he ain't well. He proved that he was a good puncher in his last fight, but he's not noted to being a big puncher. And if he can break down Goucher, who is a tough veteran, you know what I'm saying? That's a good one. So we'll see. He's coming. He said facts. He said Vitaly, Chetty Wilder, KO him. I like Vitaly though. He said yeah. Oh my bad. She said yes. Okay. Um, I don't know, Lala. I like Charlo in that fight against Bud because I think Bud gonna be boxing way too much. I don't know. He can do some of the things Tony did in that first fight, kind of like you know score some points, like slow the pace down and stuff like that. He could do that. The only thing that kind of worried me in that fight is when they started to exchange, because Bud is going to exchange. You know what I'm saying? That's just him, and how well he take the punches that's going to determine. But he gonna be boxing all over the ring, and he gonna I can see him having some success. But I like Charlo though. That'd be a crazy fight though. He said Vitaly lands the right shot, upset Vitaly if they would have fought. Around that time, I'm not sure though. What's up, D Hodges? Vitaly was different. Vitaly was different. I like Vitaly being Wilder though. At that time, I would have picked Vitaly. J Rock versus Fondor. Yeah. I would take J Rock. I think J Rock would set traps for him. Walk him into some. It depends though. Okay, the best J Rock. So the best J Rock was Jerry Hurd. If we get that J Rock and the best Fondor, I'd take J Rock. I can see him walking him into some shots. I can see him winning on the inside exchanges. I don't know if he got enough power to hurt Fondor. Fondor seems like he got a good chin, but I can see him kind of using some old school tricks in the inside. You know what I'm saying? But Sometimes J Rock, I don't know. Sometimes it feel like to me he lacks ring IQ in some instances, like in the Rosario fight. He should have boxed. Like when he got cut, he went out there to try to fight. He should have boxed. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends. But if it's the one that fought Hurd, I got J Rock winning a decision. I think he'll break him down. I want to see Fundora versus Conway. That'd be a good one. Conway should be back in June. Try June the 5th. I think Lou DiBella gonna have a little card. Um, he broke his hand. He was out in April, so he should be back in June. He said, maybe you're right, Mel. Yeah, he's very good. That'd be a fun fight though. I think that would make Bud step up his game though. So you might be right though. Now that I think about it more, but it's them exchanges though that worries me in that fight. He said Bud not as big. Yeah, he's not that big. He got long arms though, so he'll be able to have some success with his jab and switching up stances. So yeah, Bud got some. He got great ring IQ too. J Rod beat Fundora up like a drum to the body. Overhand right drops him. I don't know if he drops him. I think he beats him to the. I think he got because he got faster hands. He can be able to get in and out. You know what I'm saying? Get on the inside, be crafty, go to the body. I mean, J Rod when he's on, he don't really lose that many rounds. He just gotta be on. He just gotta be careful though, because watching Fundora live, you think he's not in range, but he be throwing them uppercuts. It's like his arms get longer as he throws it. And he be he be catching your ass. So he was rocking Coda with them shits. Uppercut, uppercut. He ain't throw like hardly no jabs, yo. So that was crazy. So yeah, that might be a dangerous fight for J Rock, especially if he ain't got his shit together coming off that knockout loss, and he got a new trainer. I'm not sure J Rock takes that fight next, in my opinion. He said, "What's up?" Cole, yeah, he was catching him, and when he the at the stoppage, like it was crazy because he hit Fundora with a left hook, overhand left, as the ref was stopping it. I thought he could have let it go a little bit longer. Yes, sir. He said, "I picked Fundora." Okay, Fundora over J Rock. Yeah, we'll see though. But yeah, man, it's kind of a slow week of boxing though, to be honest. Other than the Canelo card, so that's gonna have everybody's undivided attention. The show gonna start at 5 o'clock Eastern time. You know what I'm saying? I think no 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm gonna correct it. 8 o'clock West Coast. West Coast would be 5 o'clock. So I think the main event gonna get in the ring by 11 o'clock on the East Coast. So you know what I'm saying? Should be a pretty good watch, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody gonna be tuned. Well, I don't know about everybody, but most of the boxing world gonna be tuned in to see Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He bring a lot to the table. A lot of people talk about him. I can't wait. Yeah, man, I can't wait for that too. I'm planning on being in the building. I'm waiting for these tickets to come out on sale. Some man, they tripping. They haven't even came out on sale, and they only have like 1,500. You know what I'm saying? So they mess around. I might go to Haney next week or something. They keep messing around, but yeah, I want to go to that. I want to see that fight. He said, "Would you consider doing live commentary?" Nah, that's not for me, bro. That's not for me. I know. I think somebody brought it up before, but nah, I can't do that. That's not me. I'm leaning towards Ramirez. Okay, okay. I like Josh Taylor, but we'll see. We're gonna break that shit down too. But make sure you guys tune into these fights, man. Let me run through it again. I'm gonna run through the ones that's on TV. That's pretty easy to find. So you got this on the zone right here. This Friday. So this should be like probably early in the morning start time. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing like 12 o'clock on the East Coast, but we'll see. But this is a good fight. Kabanov versus Liam Smith. That should be a good fight. That's at 154 pounds. Oh, excuse me. Then you got Canelo Alvarez on the zone versus Billy Joe Saunders. So that's Saturday, May the 8th. And you know what I'm saying? It's not really a deep stack card, but it should be, some decent action on the card, but everybody want to see Canelo, Billy Joe, so that's what it is. So you know what I'm saying. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through the building, dropping comments and stuff like that. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. If you haven't already, you know what I'm saying, stay tuned. I'll be dropping some more content, you know what I'm saying. And that's my time right there, and I'm out.